So this is a brand new Moleskine sketchbook I have. It was from my roommate. He doesn't use it. I think he prefers to use another one. So he gave it over to me. A few pages he's filled up already, put some like graphite stuff in there. I think it's like some half-finished ideas I could technically play with in the future. But I want to make this kind of like an experimental watercolor gouache book before I transfer it over to my bigger book. And then hopefully I want to work in even larger books. But getting something like this, I mean, this is worth probably like it's $17 or something. Moleskine's very expensive, so this is like the perfect gift someone could get me. I already started on the first page with watercolor sketch I did yesterday. Yeah, but this car was just sitting in front of me, and this is obviously not what it looked like in real life, but I'm trying to slowly get into the habit of painting stuff that's in front of me outside, and I want to make this a daily thing. That'll be the best. So anyway, before I get anything else started today, I'm just going to bust out a really quick gouache study in this, maybe like 40 minutes, show you guys what I do. I'll give you some commentary, just ramble, whatever the fuck is on my mind, play some good tunes, and then, yeah, we'll move on. All right, this is the photograph I'm gonna be working with in gouache. It's from the I Took a Picture subreddit on Reddit. Also, I'm gonna tell you guys a little tiny secret here. I just made a dumb Sketchcast subreddit. I'm still gonna be editing it. I'm the first mod. I'm the only person there. I'm doing some test posts and all that stuff, but you can follow me there. And I guess I'll talk a little bit about what I'm gonna put on there, just a little bit, because it's not finished, and I'll make an official announcement about it another time. Before you silly folks ask, I'm playing a song from Earthchain. You can listen to Earthchain stuff on SoundCloud. Oh, God. On SoundCloud, I'll post a link to all that stuff in the show notes. Earthchain's a good friend of mine. Done some work for him in the past, too. Starting with a wash of watercolor from my watercolor set. And we work with Reeves gouache and Liquitex heavy body acrylic in this. This is the gouache I used, using an old illustration I did for Goauche as a palette. Yeah, this is me showing you the gouache from Reeves. I think it's pretty good. 6H pencil that I sketch with on top of the watercolor layer. I changed the orientation of this drawing too. Again, if you guys are curious about any of the things I use in this video, Moleskine, how to get the Moleskine watercolor, exactly what pencils I use, all that stuff is listed below in the show notes meticulously so you can buy one. And I get a little kickback from that too. Starting with a darker blue, kind of a teal, a dark teal, and back and forth to a light teal. Yeah. Washing that over the train. The train could have been darker. In fact, it shows up as like a black on the original image, but I think it's best to, at least for me, I try not to use black that much, because I mean, this is how I learned how to use colors, by learning, like, if you put purple on yellow instead of black, you get a just different feeling visually, you get a different look. Using a dark blue, I forget which color exactly for it. I think it's a mixture of Blue Lake and Emerald for that dark color. And now I added a little bit of black from that Liquitex heavy body acrylic I was telling you about. I use two brushes for this. This kind of disgusting cheap brush. I'm not even gonna tell you where I got those because they're not that good. They're very cheap, but I'm trying to learn my materials. So more mixing, more layering. Trying to describe the darker shapes while I leave the lighter stuff underneath. These are the windows of the train, so in a sec I'm gonna make the trim of the train, top of the train, and I think I paint a little bit of the subway platform and try to, yeah, get the bars in here. Bars sort of help describe the shape a little bit better. Yeah, these are the columns on the platform. Sorry, my hand is just in the fucking way. Yeah, move that shit over, boy. Move that. A little column that's holding up the platform. And some,
I think white and yellow, like ultramarine, I'm not sure, like brilliant yellow mixed with white makes like this creamy yellow color that I use for the lights. And now this is my favorite part. I got out the Prismacolor pencils because I wasn't happy with the drawing, and I finished, I mean, this is my comfort zone. I bring the pencils out. Me outlining the lights even with this, I think it's a brilliant red Prismacolor pencil. All this stuff is in the show notes right now. Yeah. Trying to layer down and outline what I see here. I'm taking, you know, at this point, a few creative liberties with it. And I'm not putting everything exactly where I see it, but still using the reference image heavily. This is me outlining the train platform, and we're almost done with this. Yeah, more layers for the rails on the train, and we're done.
I was concerned a little bit before I put the lines on, and I don't want to become line guy, where every still life or landscape drawing I do has to include heavy lines from the Prismacolor pencils, but I am working on that. I'm very comfortable with lines, not as comfortable with like larger shapes, broad strokes, and that sort of thing. But yeah, this is done, and don't forget to check my Instagram and all that stuff where I post these things. I don't post as many sketches on Instagram anymore, mostly like finished stuff, but you can see that on my Instagram story, Snapchat story, which is why you really should follow me on there, and Twitter and all that stuff. That's it. I will see you guys tomorrow with probably another vlog or a drawing 2 video. See you then. Thanks for watching.
Well, I respect your ambition, Willie, but you got to have vision.